So today's topic is how to be more attractive to women by being unreactive.
I got them keys. I got them keys. I got them keys. I got them keys. We go to court, we gon' plead the fifth. I know the judge, I'ma shoot him some chips. I got them keys. I got them keys.
So the shit test. Let me go ahead and say it again. The shit test. That's what I want to start this video with, this topic with, because a lot of guys know what the shit test is, but they don't know how to pass that shit test. So basically, this is what this video is about. How to be able to pass that shit test that women, give us sometimes, give us a fucking hard time sometimes. But yeah, basically that's what the topic is about, and that's what I want to get into. The shit test. So if you're new to this and you've never heard this term before, let me go ahead and explain what the shit test is. Now, the shit test is a natural mechanism that women that been through a lot, just start basically testing out men. So let's say that you go up to a girl, you know what I mean, and you have nothing, like you haven't done anything to this woman, right? You walk up to her, you're just being friendly, having a normal conversation with her, and next thing you know, she starts attacking you. Not physically. I'm not saying like literally attacking you, like just verbally. She just starts, trying to insult you in a way, sarcastically, or it looks like, she's saying things to you that you might not like, and that's basically a shit test. She is testing you to see if you're actually confident about yourself, or you're just one of these guys out there that are not confident at all and care a little too much about what other people have to say, especially women, and they're just shit testing you. And normally it's because they don't want a guy that's not confident. That's not confident. Maybe they've had a past relationship where the guy wasn't confident, and that insecurities came into play, and he was always very jealous, and he will always accuse her of things. I don't know, you know what I mean? But women just don't tend to like guys that are not confident. That's the reason why that term "nice guys," finish last with women, exists because a lot of nice guys don't have confidence, even though that you could be nice and have confidence in yourself. It's a difference. It's just basically it's just a saying, it's just some superstition that somebody just came out with and said, oh, nice guys will never get the girl. It's bullshit. I know a couple of nice guys that do get girls, but the thing is that you just have to be confident. You just have to be confident in yourself. So now that's what the shit test is. It's basically just a test that women give us men to see if we're confident or not. So with that being said, how to pass the shit test? It's really clear. Or now, for me, it's really clear. It's by being unreactive. How do you be unreactive? Well, basically, this is how you do it. Let's say that you go up to one of these girls and she starts shit testing. She the first thing that she sees is your shirt. And she calls out your shirt cheap. She says that your shirt is cheap, and she makes a face when she says it. Like whenever you walk up to her, she goes, that shirt looks very cheap. So as soon as you walked up to her, that's the first thing that came out of her mouth. She didn't ask for your name. She didn't ask you. She wasn't like, hi. She was very rude. So our natural process is to just be rude right back. Just be rude right back and be reactive to them and just be like, what? That is just natural because we're human beings and we're used to that. Somebody is shitty to us, we're going to be shitty right back. And that's just natural. So if you do get one of these women doing that to you and they're shit testing you, just know that it's a shit test and you can't pass it. And basically, if she does say that to you, this is the way not to reply. If you are reactive to her, basically once she says that, you try to qualify yourself and you start saying like, what, the shirt? No, it's not cheap. I bought it, da, 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 it was this much, and da, 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 da. You're qualifying yourself to her. So basically, you're not confident. That's what she's thinking. Oh, this guy's not confident. He's a little chump. I don't want him. Go away. That's all that she's thinking. So if you do not pass your shit test, there's no way around there. The girl would just not want you. So go away. Simple as that. So this is the right way to approach that interaction. So basically, if she does say something like that to you, do the opposite. Be unreactive. Don't care. Don't mind it. Let's say that she does say that to you. So instead of trying to qualify yourself, hey, make fun of it even more. Start saying things like, oh, this shirt, hell yes, it was cheap. I bought it at a cheap price and I still got it on sale. And that will make her laugh. You know? And you already passed the shit test. She already knows that you don't give a shit what she thinks. So you already passed it. Now, that little wall that she builds, she just dropped it. And she's like, oh, he's a cool guy. Come in. You start talking to me. Now, I'm not saying that all the interactions will be that easy. That one thing that you say, that wall is going to come down. No, I'm not saying that. You know, you just got to be very unreactive to the point that you see that she just gets undefensive and she can actually just start getting receptive with you, smiling. And those are the girls that are actually worth it because over time, you know, they're actually very kind. But it just feels like they're not kind whatsoever because of the fact that they're being very bitchy. You know, and a lot of guys leave too soon, you know, because they cannot handle all that bullshit being thrown at them. You know, because they're already trying to approach women. They're already trying to talk to women. They're already being very friendly. Their ego is not as high anymore. And then women just want to give us shit. And then it makes us feel like all that we doing, it's bullshit. And we should just go home. So basically, you know, a lot of guys won't put up with that shit. So every time that they go up to women, they want women to be very receptive and women just be smiling. And yeah, that's fine. But guess what? That's not a challenge. And at the same time, that's not going to happen all the time. And even when women are smiling at you, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're attracted to you. It just means that they're very friendly and they like talking to people. So sometimes you might see that and you might think that they want you, but in reality, they don't. And the girls that are being bitchy, they're actually attracted to you, but they just want you to prove yourself, want you to prove that you're very confident. So just be unreactive to them. Let me give you another example. This is actually something that happened to me last night. So basically, this is what influenced this video. So sometimes you will get shit tested by their friends, not by the actual girl, not the girl that you actually trying to talk to. No, you will get shit tested by their friends, by their girlfriends. That's a cock block. So how to deal with that? You know, how to deal whenever the friend's trying to shit test you. Basically do the same thing. Be unreactive to her. So this is exactly what happened to me. So I walked up to this one girl, you know, she was sitting down. I walked up to her. She smiled at me and she looked very receptive. I was having a conversation with her, but I have this thing that if there's people around her or around the table, I always start, you know, just saying hi to everyone. You know, I start handshaking, you know, everything. So I turned around and I saw her friend and I went ahead and just like fist bumped her. I was like, hey man, how you doing? And the first thing was there. She looked at my hand. I already knew that she was going to try to shit test me. As soon as she looked at my hand, because of the fact that as soon as I fist bumped her, you know, it sounds a little, but anyways, as soon as I fist bumped her, she looked at my hand and she went like this. She's like, so I already knew. I expected it. I knew she was going to shit test me. Now, I didn't make a big deal of it. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I kept talking to her. She started asking me where I was from. I started asking her where she was from. And something about me is that I'm obsessed with the British accent. I'm just obsessed with it. I fucking love it. And the thing about me is that I be mimicking that accent all the fucking time. With sometimes I mimic it. People think that I'm British. You know, they think that it's good. And sometimes people don't think that it's that great. You know what I mean? Which it doesn't fucking matter because I'm not trying to impress anyone. So basically, she told me that her father was from London. He was British. So when she said that, I said, oh, he's British. And then I started making the accent. So she looked at me and she goes, no, 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 no. Please don't ever do that again. And I just started laughing. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I just thought it was awesome. But anyway, so I turned around and I went to go sit down with her homegirl, with a friend. So I sat down and as I'm talking to her, you know, She butts in and she starts going, "Hey girl, don't talk to him. He's fake. He said he was British and he has a fake accent." Now, I never said I was British. I told her that I just liked the accent. As soon as she said that, I just said, "Hey, I could do that accent." And I started doing it. I never said I was British. She was putting things in there, you know, to try to get a reaction out of me. Now, if I started qualifying myself and say exactly what I just told y'all, that I was like, I never said I was British, and then I got to a little bickery with her, guess what? I would have lost. Because of the fact that now I'm wasting my time trying to prove to her, well, actually trying to prove to her friend that I'm not a liar, that I'm not a fake. Because basically that's what she was saying about me, that I was fake, that I was a liar, that I said that I was from London and my British accent was faking a British accent, that it sucked, whatever. You know what I mean? So what I did was, instead of actually, qualifying myself to her, I just made straight eye contact with a friend and I just said, "Yes, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm a liar." I just kept saying that with a smile. I was like, "I'm a liar. Yeah, I'm a liar. I am. I am. I'm a liar." I just kept saying that. So now, once I made eye contact with her, her friend was still talking. Her friend didn't stop. She was still talking shit. I don't know, maybe she was attracted to me, so she was mad because of the fact that I approached her friend instead of approaching her. So she didn't want her friend to have fun. She didn't want, this very sexy guy, very attractive with a lot of options to talk to her friend because she was jealous that I did not want to talk to her. Very sexy. But anyways, so she was trying to cock block me. She was trying to shit test me. Obviously, to her, I didn't pass her shit test. I didn't pass it because she wanted me to react to her, which I didn't. So now, since I did not pass her shit test, she was trying to make her friend shit test me. And I obviously passed her friend's shit test, even though she wasn't giving one consciously, but subconsciously she was just waiting for me to just start wasting my time with her friend and trying to, qualify myself and explain myself that whatever she was saying didn't come out of my mouth. And at the end, the girl just didn't care. She was talking and she just didn't mind it. She just kept looking at me, smiling. She started hugging me. She didn't care because I was unreactive. I didn't mind it. I started agreeing to everything that the girl said. And eventually the girl just moved back to where she was. I mean, she still had that stank face. She was mad, and because it didn't work, and and every once in a while you get women like that. Their friends would try to shit test you just so their friends could see that you ain't shit, and for lack of a better term. So basically, that's what it is. If you show them that you're unreactive, that you're very confident in yourself, you do not care what they say, what they think of you, because you know who you are, and you aren't just on your purpose, or you're just straight tunnel vision on whatever you want. And if it's that girl that you want, that's the girl that you want. You don't mind what she says because it's about you. That's it. You pass the shit test. And next thing you know, the girls are actually very nice. They're very sweet. Some of them just put up that front because they don't want to be taken advantage of. And if you pass their shit test, that's all. And this is the best way that it works for me. I had a hard time with it because, as getting into this, and going up to women, and it's been a couple of years, but I remember at the beginning, I never forget. As Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking back. So basically, going up to women and taking all the shit tests from them, man, I used to hate that. Because I was already being friendly. I was already, my ego, I had to put it down from, and they were still, managing to get a reaction out of me. I'll talk back to them. I'll cuss them out, things like that. And I've always end up losing them. And then I'll just be in a bad mood all freaking night. And I wouldn't even want to talk to women anymore because I was in a bad mood. So I just experienced, just not being reactive to them. Whatever they say, just don't mind it. That's fine. Just whatever. And the next thing you know, they actually want you. They like you. They want to go out with you. but they just want to see if you're confident. Because if you're not confident, women already they already lack confidence because of society. And even though that women look very confident, you think, oh, they're very beautiful. You see, well, that's whenever they're wearing, these tight dresses and all that makeup. But beneath all that, they're very insecure. So they just want a guy to make them feel secure, a guy to make them feel like they're good enough. So be that guy. Be that guy that makes them feel good enough. And how you do it? By being confident in yourself. How to be confident? Embrace your flaws. Everything that's wrong with you, embrace them. That way, no one can make you feel bad about yourself. If you have an insecurity, hey, put it out there. Just like that. And over time, that insecurity will become so minimal that it doesn't even bother you anymore. You really don't care about it. So just put it out there. Don't hide it. The more you hide it, the more insecure you become about it. And when people see that you're insecure about certain something, for some reason they start poking it. So just remember that. And that's about it. That's all I want to talk about. I know it's a long video, man, but it's going to help you out. Anyways, till next time. And remember, you have options. This is the secret. Shh.
DJ Khaled. I got them keys. I got them